Alright, this is Strangers123 here with a gameplay commentary using the L96A1 and the newly released scope released today. I believe it is called the Vulcan. It's the RangeAce. It's not the supply drop one, it is the one available for credits. It's got precision barrel and the what's it called again? Viper Max. So I got 10 bullets per magazine and 2 extra, I think. Total of 30 bullets. Now, you might ask, why take off the normal L96 scope, which has the same amount of zoom as a new one, and stick this one on? And as far as I'm concerned, quite a lot of people believe that the L96/Gold/M24 scope is in fact superior. I say so too, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be comparing this scope to the normal scope. It's not going to be in this video, but I have an older gameplay review with the marksman scope, which comes default. So I just thought I might you guys have a little heads up there. And excuse me if I use my M1911 a little bit too much. The little thing I like to do in the start is generally take a car from the Russian main base. If I spawn close enough, I'll take a car to the Russian main base, cap C, drive all the way around, and take A. Now, taking A is in fact very smart, because then the enemy, well, the guy's using boosted grenades. I do believe I kick him later. But anyways, capping A, it means your team has a higher chance of being able to move up from lower ground up to B and take it. B is high ground. Although our team did take B early in the game, but still. And I'm also going to be using this video to give a little bit of what I believe is going to happen with my channel and, well, the future. Well, my channel, right now I'm using it to do reviews, commentaries of anything that's newly released, as long as I get my hands on it. So which means I'm probably not going to be doing any reviews on anything that's going to be released in supply drops or daily draw only. So, because that's just, you know, I'm gonna say the draw is just a total waste of money. Grenade throwback for the win. And I'm just a little heads up. Throwing back grenades do not take effective booster of the booster, and a thrown back grenade which means a thrown back grenade is always unboosted. And I don't carry boosted grenades. And some opinions on the scope then. I'm gonna say it's inferior to the marksman scope because it doesn't have a crosshair above the center point. You know, a line above the cross. It's a horizontal line and a vertical line going from the middle of that, which is something I generally don't like. I prefer a full-on crosshair with, you know, as open as I can physically get it, and that's got less details. And another thing I want to say, the middle dotting and the range on it, it's not really correct, especially if you use the precision barrel. So I thought I might just want to tell you guys that. So don't go using the range finder, the range and mill dots on it for you, as any experienced recon will tell you. You learn to kill players at range, not by using mill dots and all that. You gain it by experience. Yeah? Alright, yeah, kick sportivas for boosted grenades now. Anyways, experience does help. And as you guys saying pay to win to me right now, you pay to get weapons, equipment with slightly better stats. You do not pay to get skill. That is gained by you playing the game, shooting the bad guys, getting shot by the bad guys, getting splattered by jets, you name it. That's how you gain this experience, the skill. You pay to make that a little bit easier for you. And I'm not going to recommend you guys going about shooting APCs in the wheels because you're generally going to die. Unless you have an M95, that is, but that thing's slow. And regarding Battlefield Play for Free current situation, it's a little bit after December 20th right now, but they nerfed the weapons and they made the game just a little bit more enjoyable. Yeah, we got attachments. Yeah, I have the attachments. But beginners now, they no longer, you know, are going to come in and get owned by laser MP5s, so I think. Same applies to freeloaders. Previously, you couldn't have an MP5 with, you know, this is pre-December 1st, MP5. It was a laser gun for those who do not know. Google YouTube MP5 and just see for yourself. It had barely any recoil. It still has little recoil, but it's got more than it had pre-nerf. And yeah, grenade toss back does save lives. Yeah, pre-nerf MP5 overpowered. Pre-nerf M249 saw considered overpowered. Pre-nerf M95 considered overpowered. You know, pre-nerf AEK or M16. A lot of discussion going around regarding the AEK M16, and I still believe the AEK is better. But that's personal opinion, and I don't like slow bursts. Because generally most burst weapons I come across jam on me. Just a little thought there. But I don't want to start a AEK M16 discussion on my channel, and if you guys really want, I can review both those guns. And if you have any other weapon that you want me to review, give me an order and I'll take it out for a spin. Alright, going a little bit off topic right there for, well, I believe I've been off topic for the entire video. This scope versus marksman scope. In these scopes and the M96 standard default marksman scope, the only difference is the aesthetics, what it looks like. It does not give you any major advantage over players who are not using the scope. It does not give you major disadvantage if you're not using the scope. It's just that little bit. Yeah, well, that's what they're doing with the sniper scopes right now, pretty much. They're giving you lots of new scopes that have aesthetic differences. Some of them have more zoom. The ones in the supply drop, I think they are like the previous enhanced scope. You know, with what you zoom in and out. You have zoom level 5 and zoom level 6 as the main menu weapon description would have it. And just as I click fire, the round ends. So typical, isn't it? But anyways, that's...
Hey,
where was I again? So good at getting lost doing commentaries, especially the long ones. This one's 20-something minutes long. Sorry if I go off topic, and give me a virtual slap if I do. And there's been a lot of discussion on the forums regarding which weapon I should use, which scope I should use, and generally with each class there's a go-to weapon. The majority, statistically looking through polls, are going to say MP5, AEK or M16, M95. The majority usually say these weapons. I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna say none of the above, for there is no clear, definitive best weapon. It depends on your playstyle, it depends on what you want. Do you want to be right up in the face of an enemy as a recon? If you want to be doing that, you might want to consider the VSS. If you want to be just that little bit farther away, then the M95 might be for you. No such thing as, oh, the M95 is perfect for all ranges. It is not. It lacks the bolt action speed to be able to handle close quarters combat, and it is a bolt action rifle. The VSS, on the other hand, has the slowest bullet of all the sniper rifles, and therefore does not handle very well at range. And the recoil, it is annoying. Especially for a full auto sniper rifle. The SVD, as I just ran past that guy with one, it's a good weapon for medium range. So is the M110 I mean. So is the M14. Although most people are going to say M14 sucks, SVD sucks, and I don't see a lot of M14 usage for SVD users. Not even the M110 seems to be very popular anymore. Most players I see using either the M95, I've seen some M24s, yeah, onto the Engineer. My personal favorite of the Engineer right now is PP19. That was a shot through a supposedly bulletproof bush. But as what the fuck, the maker of the alchemical.cc weapon comparison tool said, sniper rifles have a different projectile, so what might not be able to be shot through by smaller weapons, a sniper rifle will go through. And I'm gonna say this again. You encounter a vehicle, trace it. If it's a car, trace it. Tank, trace it. Jet, trace it too. An engineer with an RPG might just take that jet down. And jets don't get warnings for getting locked on by RPGs. And back to weapons and which weapon is best. My personal P19 close quarters weapon, I generally get closer to the bad guys than most players generally like. Others are gonna say MP5, and the MP5 is a good gun, but its damage is low at close quarters. I believe at close quarters it only does 21 or 22 max damage. If I'm wrong, correct me please. And I have no idea how on earth I can ignore that guy who showed up and sat standing right behind me. Others, I'm gonna say that the Uzi is better. Uzi is a good gun, also for close quarters. I like the 99-1 too. But with the attachment system, now it's no longer MP5 super laser dominating every single range, M95 sniping the hell out of everyone. You can customize your own weapon now. You can, for example, take the M95, stick some Viper mags on it, and a good scope, and you'll be sniping snipers. You can take, let's say, take an AEK, put high power or Viper mags on it, precision barrel, you can make a sniper rifle with the M145. You can take a VSS, stick close quarter, stick UC ammo on it, and you'll be dominating close quarters with it. If you have an M14 EBR plus 3, one headshot at close quarters / point blank is lethal to the head, which it previously was not. If you like machine guns, for example, if you take the M240 Bravo, put casket mags on it, well, you're backed on into 50 bullets, but then that makes it the weapon with the most bullets. If you have the plus 3 version, you can have 175 bullets per mag. And just a little hint, camping on that roof, sure, most players won't spot you, but as soon as you kill someone, I highly recommend you run. Or at least take cover. Because they'll catch up with you. They'll catch up to you. Because there's a kill cam. Abuse the kill cam. Turn what once gives the enemy, your victim, the advantage. Put it to your advantage. Stick a claymore on your previous location and run. Leave C4 there and run. Oh, the epicness of a frontline spawn. They confuse people. We have a griefer. And a double scope on.
Position cleared and under control.
Vehicle drivers, if you see someone in the middle of the road, hold the horn down. Tell them that you're coming. Don't just run them over, you'll get them killed. It's very dumb. It's disrespectful. And for you snipers on roofs, recons on roofs, don't overstay your welcome. Overstaying your welcome is not good. Because if you overstay your welcome, chances are someone's going to catch up with you and shoot you. And you don't want to get shot. It's not a good experience. And if you're defending a flag and you just died or something, tell your team. Tell them what's there. It's a good tip. Because it allows your team to be able to respond without them having to hear, "We lost the fire base." Because teammates don't want to hear that.
Position cleared and under control.
The bad guys don't want to hear that. It means you just lost one flag, which will, if was yours, will lead you to victory. And that motion sensor just got eaten by I believe it was a telephone pole. Stupid telephone poles. Nobody likes telephone poles. Eat bullets. And if you happen to be sitting back there with a car, I said this in my L96 video, think a little bit about it. What good are you doing for your team? Yeah, sure, you're shooting the bad guys. But your team needs you in the fight. They need you up there, taking those flags. They don't need you back there. In fact, they don't want you back there. And because you were back there camping with that car, oh, someone took your car and drove off with it. You know what? I say, you deserve that. You deserve to have someone take your car away from you. You don't belong there.
Hostile vehicle spotted. Over. I got one with a sniper. Over.
Anyways, it's the end of the round right now. It's closing up to the end of the round, so I thought I just might want to sum up all this shittery-chattery that I've been going on with this round. Any scope, any weapon you use, it's up to you to decide which weapon you like, which weapon you hate, which weapon you don't think is worth buying. Us, the community, can only tell you which weapon generally is liked, which weapon the majority of the community use or enjoy. Same applies to scopes. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, this scope sucks, this scope is epic, this scope is an aimbot, and this scope will significantly increase your accuracy. There is no such thing. The best weapon is the one you keep returning to. The best scope or optic is the one you always have mounted on your gun. So if you're wondering which two guns should I get, let's say the AEK or the M16, rent the dual weapon booster. Put on the attachments you want on the gun and use them both in game. At the end of 2 or 3 rounds, see which of those two weapons you have used the most. If you use the AEK the most, buy that. If you use the M16 the most, buy that. And I'm not gonna say don't ask the community for help, because the community is there for you. It's for the community, by the community. And yeah, with scopes, if you say you're wondering whether you should use this new scope, the Vulcan scopes, or whether you should use the old marksman scope, like I said, take the weapon you want, you think it'll do the best on, rent that weapon, record, if you can record yourself, do so, and analyze your gameplay. See whether you use your scope. See which scope you use the most, pretty much. If you happen to use say the Vulcan scope over the standard scope more, buy it. It's your scope then. It's a scope you will use and like. If you like the default marksman scope, use the marksman scope. And if you like both, if you like the AEK and the M16, play a couple of rounds with the M16, play a couple of rounds with your AEK. But each weapon can be tailored to most situations. You know, you're still not going to find people aimbotting with M9s. Anyways, thank you for watching, and leave a comment below, and see you in the next video.